Welcome to the calm cosmos. In the profound silence of the night, as the world outside drifts into a gentle hush, our own inner universe begins its mysterious journey. We close our eyes, and the conscious world fades, giving way to the enigmatic realms of sleep and dreams. What truly happens when we surrender to the night? Is it merely a period of inactivity, or a vital, complex process essential for our very being? Today, we will delve into the depths of this calm cosmos, exploring the science behind the night, unraveling the intricate dance of our minds and bodies as they navigate the landscapes of slumber and imagination. A journey where biology, psychology, and philosophy converge, bringing us closer to the heart of this nightly mystery. Sleep is far more than just a pause in our daily lives. It is a fundamental biological imperative, as crucial for our survival and well-being as food, water, and air. Every living creature, from the simplest insects to the most complex mammals, engages in some form of rest that resembles sleep. This universality underscores its profound importance, suggesting that it serves functions that are deeply rooted in the very fabric of life. Our understanding of sleep has evolved dramatically over time. For centuries, it was often viewed as a passive state, a mere cessation of activity. However, modern neuroscience has revealed sleep to be an incredibly active and complex process, involving intricate brain activity, hormonal regulation, and physiological restoration. It is a dynamic state, not a uniform one, characterized by distinct stages, each with its own unique patterns of brainwaves and physiological changes. The journey into sleep begins with the transition from wakefulness. As evening descends and light fades, our bodies begin to produce melatonin, a hormone that signals to our brains that it is time to rest. Our heart rate slows, our breathing deepens, and our muscles relax. This initial phase, often called NREM Stage 1, is a light sleep, a drowsy state where we can be easily awakened. It is a gentle descent into the deeper waters of unconsciousness. As we drift further, we enter NREM Stage 2, a slightly deeper sleep characterized by sleep spindles and K-complexes, unique brainwave patterns that are thought to play a role in memory consolidation and protecting us from waking up to minor disturbances. Our body temperature continues to drop, and our heart rate and breathing become even more regular. We spend about half of our total sleep time in this stage, a quiet period of restoration and preparation. The deepest and most restorative stages of sleep are NREM Stage 3 and 4, often combined and referred to as slow-wave sleep or deep sleep. During these stages, our brainwaves become very slow and high amplitude, known as delta waves. This is the period when our bodies undergo significant physical repair and growth. Hormones are released, tissues are repaired, and energy stores are replenished. It is incredibly difficult to wake someone from deep sleep, and if awakened, they often feel disoriented and groggy. This is the profound rest that truly rejuvenates us, preparing our bodies for the demands of the waking world. Following these NREM stages, typically after about 90 minutes, we enter the most fascinating and enigmatic stage of sleep, REM, rapid eye movement sleep. This is the stage most commonly associated with vivid dreaming. During REM sleep, our brain activity paradoxically resembles that of wakefulness, with fast, low-amplitude brainwaves. Our eyes dart rapidly back and forth beneath our eyelids, our breathing becomes shallow and irregular, and our heart rate and blood pressure fluctuate. Yet, despite this internal activity, our muscles become temporarily paralyzed, a state known as atonia, which prevents us from acting out our dreams. We cycle through these stages of sleep multiple times throughout the night, with each cycle lasting approximately 90 to 110 minutes. Early in the night, we spend more time in deep NREM sleep, while later in the night, REM sleep periods become longer and more frequent. This intricate architecture of sleep is a testament to its multifaceted functions, each stage contributing uniquely to our physical and mental well-being. The calm cosmos, in its silent, nightly embrace, orchestrates this complex symphony of sleep, a testament to the profound wisdom embedded within our biological design. It invites us to surrender to its rhythm, trusting in the restorative power of the night as our bodies and minds embark on their essential journey of renewal. The profound importance of sleep is underscored by the myriad functions it serves, extending far beyond mere rest. sleep is a period of intense activity for the brain and body, crucial for physical restoration, cognitive function, emotional regulation, and even immune system health. Understanding these functions helps us appreciate why sleep is not a luxury, but a fundamental necessity. One of the primary functions of sleep is physical restoration. During deep NREM sleep, our bodies release growth hormone, which is essential for tissue repair, muscle growth, and cellular regeneration. This is the time when our bodies literally rebuild themselves, repairing the wear and tear accumulated during wakefulness. Our immune system also gets a significant boost during sleep, producing cytokines and infection-fighting antibodies that help us ward off illnesses. Chronic sleep deprivation weakens the immune response, making us more susceptible to infections. Cognitive function is profoundly dependent on adequate sleep. While we sleep, our brains are busy consolidating memories, transferring information from short-term to long-term storage. This process, known as memory consolidation, is particularly active during slow-wave sleep and REM sleep. Without sufficient sleep, our ability to learn new information, retain facts, and recall past experiences is significantly impaired. Sleep also plays a crucial role in problem-solving and creativity. Many people report waking up with solutions to problems they were struggling with the previous day, a testament to the brain's ability to process and synthesize information during slumber. Emotional regulation is another vital function of sleep. Lack of sleep can make us more irritable, anxious, and emotionally volatile. During REM sleep, the brain processes emotional experiences, helping us to regulate our moods and cope with stress. It's thought that dreaming, particularly during REM, allows the brain to reevaluate and integrate emotional memories in a safe simulated environment, reducing their emotional intensity over time. This emotional processing is essential for maintaining mental well-being and resilience. Beyond these well-established functions, sleep also plays a role in waste removal from the brain. During sleep, the glymphatic system, a recently discovered waste clearance system in the brain, becomes highly active. It flushes out metabolic byproducts, including amyloid beta proteins, which are implicated in neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. This nightly cleansing process is vital for maintaining brain health and preventing the accumulation of harmful substances. Sleep also impacts our metabolism and appetite. Sleep deprivation can disrupt the balance of hormones that regulate hunger and satiety, leading to increased cravings for unhealthy foods and a higher risk of obesity and type 2 diabetes. Adequate sleep helps maintain metabolic balance, supporting overall physical health. The calm cosmos, in its silent nightly embrace, orchestrates these complex biological processes, ensuring that our bodies and minds are restored and prepared for the challenges of the waking world. It is a testament to the profound wisdom embedded within our biological design, a nightly ritual of renewal that is essential for our very existence. While sleep itself is a profound mystery, the realm of dreams adds another layer of enigma to our nightly journey. Dreams are vivid, often bizarre, and sometimes deeply meaningful experiences that occur primarily during REM sleep. For centuries, humanity has sought to understand their purpose, viewing them as messages from the divine, insights into the future, or reflections of our deepest desires and fears. Modern science, while not always providing definitive answers, offers fascinating insights into the mechanisms and potential functions of dreaming. One of the most prominent theories about dreaming is that it serves a role in memory consolidation and learning. During REM sleep, the brain actively replays and processes information acquired during the day. This is not a simple re-recording, but a complex process of sifting through experiences, strengthening important neural connections, and pruning away less relevant ones. Dreams, in this view, are a byproduct of this nocturnal learning and memory work, a kind of mental housekeeping. Another significant theory suggests that dreams are crucial for emotional regulation and processing. Our waking lives are filled with emotional experiences, both positive and negative. During REM sleep, the brain areas associated with emotion, such as the amygdala and hippocampus, are highly active, while the prefrontal cortex, responsible for logical reasoning, is less active. This unique brain state allows us to process and integrate emotional memories in a safe, simulated environment, often reducing their emotional intensity over time. This is why dreams can sometimes feel like a form of therapy, helping us to cope with stress, trauma, and difficult emotions. Some researchers propose that dreams serve an evolutionary purpose, acting as a kind of threat simulation. In this view, dreams allow us to practice responses to dangerous or challenging situations in a safe virtual environment. By repeatedly simulating threats, our brains can develop and refine strategies for survival, enhancing our ability to react effectively in real-life emergencies. This theory suggests that the often anxiety-provoking nature of nightmares might be a feature, not a bug, of this adaptive mechanism. Dreams are also thought to play a role in creativity and problem-solving. Many artists, scientists, and inventors have reported gaining insights or solutions to problems in their dreams. The less constrained, associative nature of the dreaming mind allows for novel connections and perspectives that might be difficult to access during waking consciousness. By breaking free from logical constraints, dreams can offer fresh approaches and inspire new ideas. The content of dreams is often influenced by our daily experiences, thoughts, and emotions. This is known as the day residue effect. However, dreams can also incorporate elements from our past, our unconscious desires, and even random neural firings. The bizarre and illogical nature of many dreams is thought to arise from the brain's attempt to weave these disparate elements into a coherent narrative, even if that narrative defies waking logic. While the exact purpose of dreaming remains a subject of ongoing research and debate, it is clear that dreams are not just random neural noise. They are a fundamental aspect of our nightly experience, serving vital functions for our memory, emotional well-being, creativity, and perhaps even our survival. The calm cosmos, in its silent nightly embrace, opens up this fantastical realm of dreams, inviting us to explore the depths of our own subconscious and marvel at the intricate workings of the sleeping mind. Throughout human history, sleep and dreams have been subjects of profound fascination, inspiring myths, rituals, and philosophical inquiries across diverse cultures. Before the advent of modern neuroscience, our understanding of these nightly phenomena was shaped by observation, intuition, and spiritual beliefs, offering a rich tapestry of interpretations that reflect humanity's enduring quest for meaning. In ancient civilizations, sleep was often seen as a temporary death, a journey to another realm, or a period of vulnerability to supernatural forces. Dreams, in particular, were considered significant, often interpreted as messages from gods, ancestors, or spirits. In ancient Egypt, dream interpretation was a specialized skill, with priests acting as intermediaries between the dream world and the waking world. Dreams were believed to convey prophecies, warnings, or divine guidance, and were meticulously recorded and analyzed. Similarly, in ancient Greece, figures like Hippocrates and Aristotle explored the nature of sleep and dreams. Hippocrates viewed dreams as reflections of the body's physical state, offering diagnostic clues to illness. Aristotle, while acknowledging some divine influence, also proposed that dreams were the result of residual sensory impressions from the day, processed by the mind during rest. He distinguished between prophetic dreams and those that were merely echoes of daily life. In many indigenous cultures, dreams hold immense spiritual and cultural significance. Dream time, a central concept in Australian Aboriginal mythology, describes a sacred era when ancestral beings created the world, and through dreams, individuals can connect with this timeless realm, gaining knowledge, guidance, and healing. Shamans and spiritual leaders in various traditions often use dreams as a means of communication with the spirit world, interpreting their symbolism to benefit their communities. The rise of modern psychology in the late 19th and early 20th centuries brought new perspectives to dream interpretation. Sigmund Freud, the father of psychoanalysis, famously proposed that dreams are the royal road to the unconscious, a disguised fulfillment of repressed wishes. He believed that dreams have a manifest content, what we remember, and a latent content, the hidden, symbolic meaning. Through dream analysis, Freud aimed to uncover these unconscious desires and conflicts, providing insights into the patient's psychological state. Carl Jung, a student of Freud who later diverged, offered a different perspective. While acknowledging the personal unconscious, Jung also proposed the concept of the collective unconscious, a reservoir of universal archetypes and symbols shared by all humanity. For Jung, dreams were not just about repressed desires, but also served as a means for self-realization and integration of the conscious and unconscious aspects of the psyche. He saw dreams as compensatory, aiming to restore psychological balance, and often containing symbols that transcended individual experience. In the mid-20th century, the discovery of REM sleep and its strong correlation with dreaming revolutionized the scientific study of dreams. This physiological marker allowed researchers to objectively identify when dreaming was occurring, moving the field beyond purely subjective reports. This led to a surge in research on the brain mechanisms underlying dreaming, exploring the roles of various neurotransmitters and brain regions. Despite centuries of inquiry, the precise function and meaning of dreams remain a subject of ongoing debate and research. While modern science has moved away from purely mystical interpretations, it acknowledges the profound psychological and biological significance of dreaming. The calm cosmos, in its silent nightly embrace, continues to inspire humanity to explore these enigmatic realms, reminding us that the mysteries of the sleeping mind are as vast and profound as the universe itself. While sleep is a fundamental human need, many individuals struggle with various sleep disorders that disrupt its restorative power, profoundly impacting their health, well-being, and daily functioning. Understanding these common disruptions sheds light on the delicate balance required for healthy sleep and the intricate mechanisms that can go awry. One of the most prevalent sleep disorders is insomnia, characterized by difficulty falling asleep, staying asleep, or waking up too early and being unable to return to sleep. Insomnia can be acute, lasting for a few days or weeks, often triggered by stress or life changes, or chronic, persisting for months or even years. Its consequences are far-reaching, leading to fatigue, irritability, difficulty concentrating, and an increased risk of accidents and chronic health conditions. Another widespread disorder is sleep apnea, a potentially serious condition where breathing repeatedly stops and starts during sleep. The most common type, obstructive sleep apnea, occurs when the throat muscles relax and block the airway. These pauses in breathing can last from a few seconds to minutes and may occur many times an hour, leading to fragmented sleep, loud snoring, and daytime sleepiness. Untreated sleep apnea can contribute to high blood pressure, heart problems, stroke, and diabetes. Restless legs syndrome, RLS, is a neurological disorder characterized by an irresistible urge to move the legs, usually accompanied by uncomfortable sensations like crawling, tingling, or aching. These sensations typically worsen in the evening or night and are relieved by movement, making it difficult to fall asleep or stay asleep. RLS can significantly impair sleep quality and lead to chronic fatigue. Narcolepsy is a chronic neurological condition characterized by overwhelming daytime sleepiness and sudden attacks of sleep. Individuals with narcolepsy may experience cataplexy, a sudden loss of muscle tone triggered by strong emotions, leading to collapse. Narcolepsy involves a dysfunction in the brain's ability to regulate sleep-wake cycles, often due to a deficiency in hypocretin, a brain chemical that promotes wakefulness. Beyond these, there are numerous other sleep disorders, including parasomnias like sleepwalking, night terrors, and REM sleep behavior disorder, where individuals act out their dreams. Each disorder offers a unique window into the complex interplay of brain activity, genetics, and environmental factors that govern our sleep. The study of these conditions not only helps in developing effective treatments, but also deepens our understanding of normal sleep processes. The impact of chronic sleep deprivation and untreated sleep disorders extends beyond individual health, affecting productivity, safety, and public health. Recognizing the signs of sleep problems and seeking professional help is crucial for restoring the restorative power of the night. The calm cosmos, in its silent nightly embrace, reminds us of the delicate balance required for healthy sleep, urging us to prioritize this fundamental biological need for our overall well-being. To truly appreciate the complexity of sleep, we must journey into the intricate landscape of the brain, where a symphony of neural activity and chemical messengers orchestrates our nightly descent into slumber. Far from being a passive state, the sleeping brain is a dynamic arena, constantly working to restore, consolidate, and prepare itself for the waking world. The transition from wakefulness to sleep is governed by a delicate balance of neurotransmitters, the chemical messengers that transmit signals between neurons. During wakefulness, neurotransmitters like acetylcholine, norepinephrine, and serotonin are highly active, promoting alertness and cognitive function. As we prepare for sleep, the activity of these wake-promoting neurotransmitters decreases, while sleep-promoting neurotransmitters begin to dominate. One of the key players in initiating sleep is adenosine. As we stay awake, adenosine levels in the brain gradually increase, acting as a natural sleep inducer. Caffeine, for instance, works by blocking adenosine receptors, which is why it helps us feel more alert. As adenosine builds up, it promotes the activity of neurons that release GABA, the primary inhibitory neurotransmitter in the brain. GABA slows down brain activity, leading to the relaxation and drowsiness associated with falling asleep. During NREM sleep, particularly deep slow-wave sleep, brain activity becomes highly synchronized. Neurons fire in slow rhythmic waves, allowing for widespread communication across different brain regions. This synchronized activity is thought to be crucial for memory consolidation, as it facilitates the transfer of information from the hippocampus, a temporary storage site for new memories, to the neocortex, where memories are stored long-term. REM sleep, on the other hand, is characterized by a unique pattern of brain activity that closely resembles wakefulness. This is often referred to as paradoxical sleep. While the body is largely paralyzed, the brain is highly active, with increased firing rates in many areas. Acetylcholine levels rise significantly during REM sleep, playing a crucial role in generating the vivid imagery and emotional content of dreams. Serotonin and norepinephrine levels, however, are almost completely shut down during REM, which might explain why dreams can be so emotionally intense and yet often lack logical coherence. The brainstem, a primitive part of the brain, acts as a crucial switchboard, regulating the transitions between wakefulness, NREM sleep, and REM sleep. Specific nuclei within the brainstem release different neurotransmitters that either promote or inhibit these states, ensuring a smooth and coordinated progression through the sleep cycle. Furthermore, the suprachiasmatic nucleus, SCN, in the hypothalamus acts as our master biological clock, synchronizing our sleep-wake cycles with the external light-dark cycle. It receives signals directly from the eyes and regulates the production of melatonin, the hormone that signals to the body that it is time to sleep. This intricate neural network ensures that our internal rhythms are aligned with the natural rhythms of the Earth. The calm cosmos, in its silent, nightly embrace, orchestrates this complex symphony within our brains, a testament to the profound wisdom embedded within our biological design. It reminds us that sleep is not a simple switch, but a meticulously choreographed dance of neurons and neurotransmitters essential for the optimal functioning of our minds and bodies. The universality of sleep across the animal kingdom strongly suggests that it serves a fundamental evolutionary purpose, a survival advantage so critical that it outweighs the risks associated with a period of vulnerability. While the exact reasons remain a subject of ongoing research, several compelling theories attempt to explain why nature has selected for such a pervasive and essential state. One prominent theory posits that sleep is primarily for energy conservation. During sleep, metabolic rate decreases, body temperature drops slightly, and muscle activity is minimal, all contributing to a significant reduction in energy expenditure. For early organisms, conserving energy during periods when foraging or hunting was inefficient or dangerous, such as during the night, would have provided a clear survival advantage. This theory suggests that sleep is an adaptive strategy to optimize energy balance. Another compelling hypothesis centers on the restorative function of sleep. The waking state, with its constant demands on the brain and body, leads to the accumulation of metabolic byproducts and cellular wear and tear. Sleep, particularly deep NREM sleep, provides a crucial window for physical repair and cellular maintenance. This includes the repair of DNA, the synthesis of proteins, and the replenishment of energy stores. From an evolutionary perspective, organisms that could efficiently repair and restore themselves during periods of inactivity would be more resilient and better equipped to survive and reproduce. Beyond physical restoration, sleep is also crucial for brain plasticity and learning. The synaptic homeostasis hypothesis suggests that during wakefulness, synapses, the connections between neurons, strengthen as we learn and acquire new information. This strengthening, while necessary for learning, is energetically costly and can lead to saturation. Sleep, particularly slow-wave sleep, acts as a period of synaptic downscaling, where less important connections are weakened, allowing for a more efficient and optimized neural network. This process ensures that the brain remains plastic and ready to absorb new information the following day, an invaluable evolutionary advantage for adapting to changing environments. Dreams, too, are thought to have evolutionary roots. The threat simulation theory, as mentioned earlier, proposes that dreams provide a safe, virtual environment for practicing responses to dangerous situations. By repeatedly simulating threats, organisms could hone their survival instincts and improve their ability to react effectively in real-life emergencies. This would have been particularly important for early humans facing predators and other environmental dangers. Another evolutionary perspective on dreams suggests they play a role in emotional regulation and social bonding. Processing emotional experiences during sleep, especially REM sleep, could have helped early humans cope with stress and trauma, fostering mental resilience. Furthermore, shared dream experiences or narratives could have contributed to social cohesion and cultural development within early human communities. Finally, sleep might also serve a protective function. For many species, sleep occurs during periods when they are most vulnerable to predators or when environmental conditions are unfavorable. By remaining still and hidden, they reduce their risk of predation. While this might seem counterintuitive for a period of unconsciousness, the benefits of energy conservation and restoration might outweigh the risks, especially if sleep occurs in a safe, sheltered location. The calm cosmos, in its silent, ancient wisdom, has woven sleep and dreams into the very fabric of life, ensuring the survival and flourishing of species across billions of years. It reminds us that these nightly rituals are not mere accidents, but profound evolutionary adaptations, essential for our continued existence and our ability to navigate the complexities of the world. In our modern world, the relentless pace of life and the pervasive presence of technology have introduced new challenges to our ancient ritual of sleep. The artificial glow of screens, the constant connectivity, and the pressure to be perpetually productive often disrupt our natural sleep rhythms, leading to a global epidemic of sleep deprivation. One of the most significant culprits is artificial light, particularly the blue light emitted by smartphones, tablets, computers, and LED screens. Blue light suppresses the production of melatonin, the hormone that signals to our brains that it is time to sleep. Exposure to screens late into the evening can therefore delay our natural sleep onset, pushing back our internal clocks and making it harder to fall asleep. The constant connectivity fostered by social media and email also contributes to sleep disruption. The urge to check notifications, respond to messages, or simply scroll through endless feeds can keep our minds stimulated and prevent them from winding down. The fear of missing out, or FOMO, can lead to a psychological dependence on staying online, even at the expense of precious sleep. Our work culture too often plays a role. The expectation of long working hours, shift work, and the blurring lines between work and personal life can make it difficult to establish a consistent sleep schedule. The pressure to be productive and available at all times can lead to chronic stress, which in turn is a major impediment to restful sleep. Furthermore, the widespread availability of entertainment, from streaming services to video games, provides endless distractions that can tempt us away from sleep. The allure of one more episode or one more level can easily push back bedtime, leading to a cumulative sleep debt that impacts our health and well-being. The consequences of this modern sleep crisis are far-reaching. Chronic sleep deprivation is linked to a host of health problems, including obesity, type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and a weakened immune system. It also impairs cognitive function, leading to reduced attention, poor memory, and impaired decision-making. Emotionally, it can manifest as increased irritability, anxiety, and a heightened risk of mood disorders. Recognizing these challenges is the first step towards reclaiming our sleep. Establishing a consistent sleep schedule, creating a dark and quiet sleep environment, limiting screen time before bed, and managing stress are all crucial steps towards fostering healthy sleep habits. The calm cosmos, in its silent nightly embrace, invites us to disconnect from the digital noise and reconnect with our natural rhythms, reminding us that true rest is a profound act of self-care in our hyper-connected world. Beyond the scientific explanations, sleep and dreams have long been fertile ground for philosophical inquiry, prompting profound questions about the nature of reality, consciousness, and the self. When we close our eyes and enter the dream world, do we access a different dimension of existence, or is it merely a projection of our own minds? One philosophical perspective views sleep as a necessary withdrawal from the external world, a period of introspection and self-reorganization. In this sense, sleep is not just about physical rest, but about mental and spiritual renewal. It allows the conscious mind to disengage from the constant barrage of sensory input, enabling deeper processing and integration of experiences. Dreams, in particular, have been seen as a bridge between the conscious and unconscious realms. Ancient philosophers and mystics often regarded dreams as a source of divine inspiration, prophetic visions, or insights into universal truths. The symbolic language of dreams, often obscure and enigmatic, was believed to hold hidden meanings that could be deciphered to gain wisdom or guidance. From a more modern philosophical standpoint, dreams raise fundamental questions about the nature of reality. If our dreams can be so vivid and immersive, feeling as real as our waking experiences, how can we be certain that our waking life is not itself a dream? This ancient philosophical problem, famously explored by Descartes with his evil demon hypothesis, continues to challenge our assumptions about the solidity and objectivity of reality. Furthermore, dreams prompt us to consider the fluidity of identity. In dreams, we can be different people, experience impossible scenarios, and defy the laws of physics. This raises questions about the continuity of the self. Is the dreaming self the same as the waking self? How do these disparate experiences integrate into a coherent sense of identity? Some philosophers argue that dreams are a form of creative expression, a nightly performance orchestrated by our own minds. In this view, the dream world is a space of unconstrained imagination, where the rules of logic and causality are suspended, allowing for novel combinations of ideas and experiences. This creative aspect of dreaming can be seen as a testament to the boundless potential of the human mind. The concept of a collective unconscious, as proposed by Carl Jung, also has profound philosophical implications for dreams. If dreams draw upon universal archetypes and symbols shared by all humanity, then they might offer a glimpse into a deeper, interconnected layer of reality that transcends individual experience. This suggests that our dreams are not just personal narratives, but echoes of a shared human heritage, connecting us to the collective wisdom and experiences of our ancestors. The calm cosmos, in its silent nightly embrace, invites us to ponder these profound philosophical questions. It reminds us that the boundaries between reality and illusion, consciousness and unconsciousness, are often blurred in the enigmatic realm of sleep and dreams. The exploration of these ideas deepens our appreciation for the complexity of the human mind and its capacity to create, perceive, and interpret reality in myriad ways, even when the world outside is still. The profound impact of sleep extends far beyond our mental state, deeply influencing our physical health and overall well-being. It is during our nightly slumber that the body engages in crucial restorative processes, repairing, rebuilding, and rebalancing itself to maintain optimal function. Neglecting this fundamental biological need can have widespread and detrimental consequences for nearly every system in the body. One of the most critical roles of sleep is in supporting our immune system. While we sleep, our bodies produce and release cytokines, proteins that are essential for fighting infection and inflammation. Sleep deprivation, even for a single night, can significantly reduce the production of these protective cytokines, making us more susceptible to colds, flu, and other infections. Chronic lack of sleep can also impair the effectiveness of vaccines, reducing our body's ability to build immunity. Metabolic health is also intricately linked to sleep. Insufficient sleep disrupts the balance of hormones that regulate appetite and metabolism. Ghrelin, the hunger hormone, increases, while leptin, the satiety hormone, decreases, leading to increased appetite and cravings for high-calorie, carbohydrate-rich foods. This hormonal imbalance can contribute to weight gain, obesity, and an increased risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Sleep also plays a role in glucose metabolism. Chronic sleep deprivation can lead to insulin resistance, a precursor to diabetes. Cardiovascular health is another area profoundly affected by sleep. During deep sleep, our blood pressure and heart rate naturally decrease, giving our cardiovascular system a much-needed rest. Chronic sleep deprivation, however, keeps the body in a state of heightened stress, leading to elevated blood pressure, increased inflammation, and a higher risk of heart disease, heart attack, and stroke. The calm cosmos, in its silent nightly embrace, offers a vital period of respite for our most crucial organs. Beyond these major systems, sleep also impacts muscle repair and growth. During deep NREM sleep, the body releases growth hormone, which is essential for tissue repair, muscle building, and cellular regeneration. Athletes, in particular, recognize the importance of sleep for recovery and performance, as it allows their bodies to adapt to training stress and rebuild stronger. Pain perception can also be altered by sleep. Studies have shown that sleep deprivation can lower our pain threshold, making us more sensitive to discomfort. Conversely, adequate sleep can act as a natural analgesic, helping to manage chronic pain conditions. The brain's ability to process and modulate pain signals is optimized during restful sleep. Even our skin health is influenced by sleep. During sleep, blood flow to the skin increases, and the body repairs cellular damage from the day, leading to a healthier complexion. Chronic sleep deprivation can contribute to dull skin, fine lines, and dark circles under the eyes, often referred to as beauty sleep for a reason. The calm cosmos, in its silent nightly embrace, orchestrates these complex biological processes, ensuring that our bodies are restored, repaired, and rebalanced. It reminds us that sleep is not a passive state, but an active period of profound physical restoration, essential for maintaining our vitality, resilience, and overall well-being in the waking world. The intricate connection between sleep and mental health is undeniable, forming a foundational pillar for emotional stability, cognitive sharpness, and overall psychological well-being. When sleep is disrupted, the delicate balance of our minds can quickly unravel, leading to a cascade of negative effects that impact every aspect of our waking lives. One of the most immediate consequences of insufficient sleep is its impact on mood. Sleep deprivation often leads to increased irritability, heightened emotional reactivity, and a reduced ability to cope with stress. Even a single night of poor sleep can make us feel more anxious, sad, or frustrated. Chronic sleep problems are strongly linked to a higher risk of developing mood disorders, such as depression and anxiety. The brain regions responsible for emotional regulation, particularly the prefrontal cortex and the amygdala, are highly sensitive to sleep deprivation, leading to an imbalance that can make it difficult to manage emotions effectively. Cognitive performance is also profoundly affected by sleep. Our ability to focus, concentrate, and pay attention diminishes significantly when we are sleep deprived. This makes it harder to learn new information, solve problems, and make sound decisions. Memory consolidation, the process by which new memories are transferred from short-term to long-term storage, is particularly active during sleep, especially during slow-wave and REM sleep. Without adequate sleep, our capacity to retain and recall information is severely impaired, impacting academic performance, work productivity, and daily functioning. Beyond basic cognitive functions, sleep plays a crucial role in creativity and problem-solving. During REM sleep, the brain makes novel connections between seemingly unrelated ideas, fostering insights and innovative solutions. Many creative individuals report experiencing breakthroughs or gaining new perspectives on challenges after a good night's sleep, suggesting that the sleeping brain is actively engaged in complex cognitive processing that is distinct from waking thought. Decision-making and risk assessment are also compromised by sleep deprivation. When tired, individuals tend to be more impulsive, take greater risks, and make poorer judgments. This has significant implications not only for personal safety, but also for professions that require high-stakes decision-making such as healthcare, transportation, and finance. The calm cosmos, in its silent nightly embrace, offers a vital period for the brain to reset and optimize its cognitive machinery, ensuring clarity of thought and sound judgment. Furthermore, sleep is essential for maintaining social and emotional intelligence. When we are well rested, we are better able to read social cues, empathize with others, and regulate our own emotional responses in social interactions. Sleep deprivation can lead to social withdrawal, increased conflict, and a diminished capacity for healthy relationships. The brain's ability to process and understand complex social information is highly dependent on adequate sleep. The intricate dance between sleep and mental well-being underscores the importance of prioritizing restful nights. Just as we nourish our bodies with food and water, we must nourish our minds with sufficient sleep. The calm cosmos, in its silent nightly embrace, provides the sanctuary our minds need to restore balance, sharpen intellect, and cultivate emotional resilience, reminding us that true mental clarity begins with the profound peace of slumber. The intricate relationship between our daily habits and the quality of our sleep cannot be overstated. Among the most influential factors are our dietary choices and our engagement in physical activity. What we consume and how we move our bodies throughout the day profoundly impact our ability to fall asleep, stay asleep, and experience truly restorative rest. Diet plays a significant role in regulating our sleep-wake cycles. Certain foods and beverages can either promote or disrupt sleep. For instance, consuming caffeine too late in the day can interfere with sleep onset, as caffeine is a stimulant that blocks adenosine, a sleep-promoting chemical in the brain. Similarly, excessive alcohol intake, while initially inducing drowsiness, can lead to fragmented sleep later in the night, suppressing REM sleep and causing frequent awakenings as the body metabolizes it. On the other hand, certain nutrients and food components can support healthy sleep. Tryptophan, an amino acid found in foods like turkey, milk, and nuts, is a precursor to serotonin and melatonin, both crucial for sleep regulation. Complex carbohydrates can also aid sleep by increasing tryptophan availability to the brain. Magnesium, found in leafy greens, nuts, and seeds, is a mineral that helps relax muscles and calm the nervous system, contributing to better sleep. Consistency in meal timing also matters. Eating large, heavy meals close to bedtime can burden the digestive system, making it difficult for the body to relax and prepare for sleep. Opting for lighter, easily digestible snacks if hunger strikes before bed is generally recommended. Physical activity is another powerful modulator of sleep. Regular exercise, particularly moderate-intensity aerobic activity, has been consistently shown to improve sleep quality, reduce the time it takes to fall asleep, and increase the duration of deep sleep. Exercise helps regulate circadian rhythms, reduces stress and anxiety, and can alleviate symptoms of insomnia. The physical exertion during the day creates a greater need for restorative sleep at night. However, the timing of exercise is important. Exercising too close to bedtime can be counterproductive, as it raises body temperature and stimulates the nervous system, making it harder to wind down. It is generally advised to complete vigorous exercise at least a few hours before sleep, allowing the body sufficient time to cool down and relax. Even gentle activities like yoga or stretching in the evening can promote relaxation and prepare the body for sleep. The key is to find a balance that suits individual needs and preferences, integrating movement into the daily routine in a way that supports, rather than hinders, the natural sleep process. The calm cosmos, in its silent nightly embrace, reminds us that our well-being is a holistic endeavor, where the choices we make during our waking hours directly influence the quality of our rest. By nourishing our bodies with wholesome foods and engaging in regular, well-timed physical activity, we can cultivate a deeper, more restorative sleep, allowing our minds and bodies to fully embrace the profound peace of the night. The profound connection between sleep and our cognitive abilities, particularly learning and memory, is one of the most compelling reasons why sleep is not merely a period of inactivity, but an active and essential process for brain function. Our nightly slumber plays a critical role in how we acquire new information, consolidate it into long-term storage, and retrieve it when needed. Learning, in its simplest form, involves the formation of new neural connections, or the strengthening of existing ones. While this initial encoding of information happens during wakefulness, the stabilization and integration of these new memories largely occur during sleep. This process is known as memory consolidation. Different stages of sleep contribute uniquely to various types of memory. Slow-wave sleep, or deep NREM sleep, is particularly crucial for the consolidation of declarative memories. These are memories of facts and events, such as what you learned in a textbook or the details of a conversation. During deep sleep, the brain replays neural activity patterns that occurred during the day, effectively transferring information from the hippocampus, a temporary memory buffer, to the neocortex, the brain region responsible for long-term storage. This nocturnal replay strengthens the connections, making the memories more robust and less susceptible to interference. REM sleep, the stage associated with vivid dreaming, is thought to be more involved in the consolidation of procedural memories and emotional memories. Procedural memories are those related to skills and habits, like riding a bicycle or playing a musical instrument. REM sleep also appears to play a role in integrating new information with existing knowledge, fostering creativity and problem-solving by making novel associations. Beyond consolidation, sleep also prepares the brain for new learning. The synaptic homeostasis hypothesis suggests that during wakefulness, our synapses, the junctions between neurons, strengthen as we learn, which is energetically costly and can lead to saturation. Sleep, particularly slow-wave sleep, acts as a period of synaptic downscaling, where less important connections are weakened, allowing for a more efficient and optimized neural network. This process ensures that the brain remains plastic and ready to absorb new information the following day, preventing cognitive overload. Sleep deprivation, even partial, has immediate and significant negative impacts on learning and memory. It impairs our ability to pay attention, which is the first step in forming new memories. It reduces our capacity for working memory, the temporary storage system that allows us to hold and manipulate information. And crucially, it hinders the consolidation process, meaning that even if we manage to learn something while sleep deprived, we are less likely to retain it long term. The calm cosmos, in its silent nightly embrace, provides the optimal environment for our brains to perform this vital work of learning and memory. It reminds us that knowledge is not just acquired through conscious effort, but is deeply woven into the fabric of our unconscious rest. By honouring our need for sleep, we not only restore our bodies, but also cultivate the very foundation of our intellect and our capacity to understand the world around us. Beyond the more commonly discussed functions of sleep, recent scientific discoveries have unveiled a remarkable system within the brain that operates primarily during our slumber, the glymphatic system. This intricate network acts as the brain's dedicated waste removal service, a nightly cleansing ritual essential for maintaining optimal brain health and preventing the accumulation of harmful substances. During wakefulness, our brains are incredibly active, constantly processing information, generating thoughts, and controlling our bodily functions. This intense activity produces metabolic byproducts, much like a busy city generates waste. If these waste products were allowed to accumulate, they could interfere with a normal brain function and contribute to neurodegenerative diseases. The glymphatic system, discovered in 2012, is a network of perivascular tunnels that surround the brain's blood vessels. It facilitates the rapid exchange of cerebrospinal fluid, CSF, with interstitial fluid, effectively flushing waste products from the brain. What makes this system particularly fascinating is that it becomes significantly more active during sleep, especially during deep NREM sleep. During sleep, the brain cells, particularly glial cells, appear to shrink, increasing the interstitial space between neurons by up to 60%. This expansion allows for a more efficient flow of CSF, enabling the glymphatic system to clear out toxins and waste products that accumulate during the day. Among the waste products cleared are amyloid beta proteins, which are strongly implicated in the development of Alzheimer's disease. The efficient removal of these proteins during sleep is thought to be a crucial protective mechanism against neurodegeneration. This discovery has profound implications for our understanding of sleep's restorative power. It suggests that sleep is not just about resting the mind and consolidating memories, but also about physically cleaning the brain. Chronic sleep deprivation, by impairing the glymphatic system's function, could lead to a buildup of toxic proteins, potentially increasing the risk of cognitive decline and neurodegenerative disorders over time. The glymphatic system also plays a role in distributing nutrients and other important compounds throughout the brain. It's a two-way street, bringing in what the brain needs and taking out what it doesn't. This nightly maintenance routine ensures that the brain's environment remains clean and conducive to optimal neuronal function. The calm cosmos, in its silent nightly embrace, orchestrates this vital cleansing process, a hidden marvel within our own minds. It reminds us that sleep is a period of profound biological activity, a meticulously designed system that works tirelessly to preserve the health and integrity of our most complex organ. By honouring our need for deep restorative sleep, we're not just resting, we're actively safeguarding our brain's future, allowing it to remain clear, sharp, and resilient for the waking world. Our internal biological clock, known as the circadian rhythm, is a master orchestrator of our sleep-wake cycle, profoundly influenced by the most fundamental external cue, light. This intricate interplay between light exposure and our internal timing system dictates when we feel alert and when we feel drowsy, shaping the very rhythm of our lives. The term circadian comes from the Latin word circa diem, meaning around a day, reflecting its approximately 24-hour cycle. This internal clock is primarily located in the suprachiasmatic nucleus, SCN, of the hypothalamus, a tiny region in the brain. The SCN receives direct signals from specialized light-sensitive cells in our eyes, even if we are blind, informing it about the presence or absence of light in our environment. When light hits these cells, particularly blue light, it signals to the SCN that it is daytime. The SCN then sends signals throughout the body to promote wakefulness. One of its key actions is to inhibit the production of melatonin, the hormone that induces sleep. As darkness falls, the SCN reduces its inhibitory signals, allowing melatonin production to increase, which in turn signals to the body that it is time to prepare for sleep. This natural light-dark cycle has been the primary regulator of sleep for millennia. However, the advent of artificial lighting, and more recently, the pervasive use of electronic devices emitting blue light, has significantly disrupted this ancient rhythm. Exposure to bright artificial light, especially blue-rich light from screens, in the evening hours can trick our SCN into thinking it is still daytime, suppressing melatonin production and delaying sleep onset. This phenomenon is a major contributor to the widespread sleep problems in modern society. Beyond sleep, circadian rhythms regulate a vast array of physiological processes, including hormone release, body temperature, metabolism, and even cognitive performance. When our internal clock is out of sync with the external environment, a condition known as circadian misalignment, it can lead to a host of health issues. Jet lag, for instance, is a temporary form of circadian misalignment, where our internal clock is out of sync with the new time zone. Chronic circadian disruption, often seen in shift workers, is linked to an increased risk of obesity, diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and certain cancers. Maintaining a consistent sleep schedule, even on weekends, is crucial for supporting a healthy circadian rhythm. Regular exposure to natural light during the day, especially in the morning, helps to reinforce the daytime signal to the SCN, promoting alertness and setting the clock for healthy sleep at night. Conversely, creating a dark and cool sleep environment and minimizing exposure to artificial light in the hours leading up to bedtime can facilitate the natural onset of sleep. The calm cosmos, in its silent rhythmic dance of day and night, provides the ultimate blueprint for our internal clocks. It reminds us that our well-being is deeply intertwined with the natural rhythms of the earth, urging us to align our lives with the ancient wisdom of light and darkness, allowing our bodies and minds to find harmony in the profound peace of slumber. Beyond its restorative and memory-consolidating functions, sleep, particularly REM sleep, serves as a fertile ground for creativity and problem-solving. Many anecdotes from history and contemporary research suggest that our minds continue to work on complex challenges during slumber, often yielding novel insights and solutions that elude us during waking hours. The unique brain state during REM sleep, characterized by heightened activity in emotional and associative brain regions, and reduced activity in the logical, critical prefrontal cortex, creates an environment conducive to divergent thinking. In this state, the brain is less constrained by the rules of logic and reality, allowing for more free-flowing associations and the formation of unusual connections between disparate ideas. This is often why dreams can feel so bizarre and illogical, yet paradoxically, it is this very quality that can foster creative breakthroughs. Consider the famous story of the chemist August Kekulé, who reportedly discovered the ring structure of benzene after dreaming of a snake biting its own tail, or the musician Paul McCartney, who woke up with the melody for the song Yesterday fully formed in his mind. While these are anecdotal, they highlight a common experience: the sleeping brain's ability to synthesize information and generate novel solutions. Research supports these observations. Studies have shown that individuals who get adequate sleep, especially REM sleep, perform better on creative problem-solving tasks. For instance, participants who slept after being exposed to a problem were more likely to find a hidden rule or a non-obvious solution compared to those who remained awake. This suggests that sleep facilitates a restructuring of information, allowing the brain to see patterns and relationships that were not apparent during wakefulness. One theory proposes that during sleep, the brain engages in a process of offline reprocessing, where it replays and reorganizes information from the day. This reprocessing is not just about strengthening existing memories, but also about extracting abstract rules and general principles from specific experiences. This allows for a more flexible and adaptive understanding of the world, which is crucial for creative thinking. Furthermore, the emotional processing that occurs during REM sleep might also contribute to creativity. By helping us to regulate and integrate emotional experiences, dreams can free up cognitive resources that might otherwise be consumed by emotional distress. This emotional clarity can then allow for a more open and receptive state of mind, conducive to creative insights. The calm cosmos, in its silent nightly embrace, offers a sanctuary for the creative mind. It reminds us that inspiration is not always found through conscious effort, but often emerges from the depths of our unconscious, during the profound peace of slumber. By honouring our need for sleep, we not only restore our bodies and minds, but also unlock the boundless potential of our creative spirit, allowing us to dream up new possibilities and solve the challenges of the waking world. For athletes and anyone engaged in physical activity, sleep is not merely a passive period of rest, but an active and indispensable component of training, performance, and recovery. The quality and quantity of sleep directly influence strength, endurance, reaction time, injury risk, and overall athletic potential. Neglecting sleep can undermine even the most rigorous training regimens. During deep NREM sleep, the body undergoes significant physical restoration. This is when growth hormone is released, which is crucial for muscle repair, tissue regeneration, and bone growth. Intense physical activity causes microscopic tears in muscle fibers, and it is during deep sleep that these tears are repaired and rebuilt, leading to increased strength and muscle mass. Without sufficient deep sleep, the body's ability to recover from training is severely compromised, leading to fatigue, reduced performance, and an increased risk of overtraining syndrome. Sleep also plays a vital role in energy restoration. Glycogen, the primary fuel source for muscles during exercise, is replenished during sleep. Adequate sleep ensures that muscles have sufficient energy reserves for subsequent training sessions or competitions. Chronic sleep deprivation can lead to depleted glycogen stores, resulting in reduced endurance and premature fatigue during physical exertion. Beyond muscle repair and energy, sleep impacts neurological functions critical for athletic performance. Reaction time, accuracy, and decision-making are all enhanced by sufficient sleep. Studies have shown that even a small amount of sleep deprivation can significantly impair these cognitive motor skills, leading to slower responses, reduced precision, and an increased likelihood of errors or accidents during sports or physical tasks. For athletes where split-second decisions and precise movements are crucial, sleep becomes a competitive advantage. Furthermore, sleep influences pain perception and inflammation. Intense exercise can lead to muscle soreness and inflammation. Sleep has anti-inflammatory effects and can help reduce perceived pain, facilitating a quicker return to training. Conversely, sleep deprivation can heighten pain sensitivity and prolong inflammatory responses, hindering recovery. Injury prevention is another critical aspect linked to sleep. Fatigue, a direct consequence of insufficient sleep, impairs coordination, balance, and judgment, significantly increasing the risk of athletic injuries. Athletes who consistently get less sleep are more prone to sprains, strains, and other musculoskeletal issues. Prioritizing sleep is therefore a fundamental strategy for staying healthy and performing consistently. For elite athletes, sleep is often considered as important as nutrition and training. Many professional sports teams and individual athletes incorporate sophisticated sleep strategies into their routines, recognizing that optimizing sleep can provide the marginal gains necessary for peak performance. This includes maintaining consistent sleep schedules, creating optimal sleep environments, and utilizing naps strategically. The calm cosmos, in its silent nightly embrace, offers the ultimate recovery chamber for the physically active body. It reminds us that true strength and resilience are not just built in the gym or on the field, but forged in the profound peace of slumber. By honoring our need for restorative sleep, we empower our bodies to reach their full potential, allowing us to push boundaries and achieve new heights in our physical endeavors. The intricate dance of hormones within our bodies is profoundly influenced by the quality and quantity of our sleep. These chemical messengers regulate nearly every physiological process, from metabolism and appetite to stress response and growth. When sleep is disrupted, this delicate hormonal balance can be thrown into disarray, leading to a cascade of health consequences that extend far beyond feeling tired. One of the most well-known hormonal connections to sleep involves melatonin. Produced by the pineal gland in the brain, melatonin is often referred to as the sleep hormone because its levels rise in the evening, signaling to the body that it's time to prepare for sleep. Light exposure, especially blue light, suppresses melatonin production, which is why evening screen time can disrupt our natural sleep-wake cycle. Adequate darkness before bed is crucial for optimal melatonin release, facilitating sleep onset and maintaining circadian rhythm. Growth hormone, GH, is another vital hormone predominantly released during deep NREM sleep. In children and adolescents, GH is essential for growth and development. In adults, it plays a crucial role in tissue repair, muscle growth, bone density, and fat metabolism. Chronic sleep deprivation can significantly reduce growth hormone secretion, impairing the body's ability to repair and rejuvenate itself, and potentially contributing to a decrease in muscle mass and an increase in body fat over time. Sleep also critically impacts the hormones that regulate appetite, ghrelin and leptin. Ghrelin, produced in the stomach, stimulates hunger, while leptin, produced by fat cells, signals satiety and suppresses appetite. When we are sleep-deprived, ghrelin levels tend to increase, making us feel hungrier, while leptin levels decrease, reducing our sense of fullness. This hormonal imbalance can lead to increased cravings for high-calorie, carbohydrate-rich foods, contributing to weight gain and an increased risk of obesity. It's a clear biological mechanism explaining why poor sleep often leads to poor dietary choices. Cortisol, often called the stress hormone, also follows a circadian rhythm, with levels typically highest in the morning to help us wake up and lowest at night to allow for sleep. Chronic sleep deprivation, however, can disrupt this rhythm, leading to elevated cortisol levels throughout the day and night. Persistently high cortisol can contribute to increased anxiety, impaired immune function, insulin resistance, and even abdominal fat accumulation. Sleep, therefore, acts as a crucial regulator of our stress response system, helping to keep cortisol in check. Insulin sensitivity, which is vital for regulating blood sugar levels, is also affected by sleep. Even a few nights of insufficient sleep can lead to reduced insulin sensitivity, meaning cells become less responsive to insulin. This forces the pancreas to produce more insulin to keep blood sugar levels stable, increasing the risk of insulin resistance, prediabetes, and type 2 diabetes. Sleep, in essence, helps our bodies manage energy efficiently. Testosterone, a hormone important for muscle mass, bone density, and libido in both men and women, is primarily released during sleep. Sleep deprivation can significantly lower testosterone levels, impacting physical vitality and overall well-being. Similarly, reproductive hormones in women can be disrupted by chronic sleep problems, affecting menstrual cycles and fertility. The calm cosmos, in its silent nightly embrace, orchestrates this complex, hormonal symphony, ensuring that our bodies remain in a state of delicate balance. It reminds us that sleep is not merely a period of inactivity, but a vital biological process that profoundly influences our hormonal health, underscoring its indispensable role in maintaining our vitality, resilience, and overall well-being in the waking world. As we delve deeper into the science behind the night, the very nature of consciousness during sleep presents some of the most intriguing and perplexing questions. While our waking consciousness is typically characterized by a clear sense of self, a coherent perception of reality, and an ability to act intentionally, the sleeping brain offers glimpses into altered states of awareness, most notably through lucid dreaming. Lucid dreaming is a state where the dreamer becomes aware that they are dreaming while the dream is still occurring. This awareness can range from a fleeting recognition to a profound realization that allows the dreamer to actively control the dream narrative, its characters, and its environment. It is a fascinating hybrid state, bridging the gap between the unconscious world of dreams and the conscious world of wakefulness. Neuroscientific studies of lucid dreaming have revealed unique brain activity patterns. During lucid dreams, there is often increased activity in the prefrontal cortex, the area of the brain associated with higher-order cognitive functions such as self-awareness, decision-making, and working memory. This suggests that the very regions that enable our waking consciousness become partially reactivated during lucid REM sleep, allowing for metacognition within the dream state. The ability to become lucid in a dream opens up a realm of possibilities. Dreamers can explore fantastical landscapes, practice skills, confront fears, or even engage in creative problem-solving. For some, lucid dreaming is a tool for self-exploration and personal growth, offering a unique opportunity to interact with their subconscious mind in a controlled environment. For others, it is simply a source of profound wonder and adventure, a nightly escape into a world without limits. Beyond lucid dreaming, the sleeping brain also exhibits other altered states of consciousness. Sleep paralysis, for instance, occurs when an individual wakes up during REM sleep, but the muscle paralysis, atonia, persists. The person is fully conscious but unable to move, often accompanied by vivid, sometimes terrifying, hallucinations. This state highlights the brain's complex mechanisms for separating mind from body during dreams. Out-of-body experiences, OBEs, sometimes reported during the transition into or out of sleep, also touch upon the elusive nature of consciousness. While often interpreted as spiritual phenomena, neuroscientific explanations suggest that OBEs might arise from temporary disruptions in the brain's ability to integrate sensory information, particularly from the vestibular system, leading to a distorted sense of spatial self-location. These phenomena challenge our conventional understanding of consciousness as a monolithic entity. They suggest that consciousness is not an all-or-nothing state, but can exist along a spectrum, with varying degrees of awareness, control, and self-reflection. The sleeping brain, far from being dormant, is a laboratory for exploring the diverse manifestations of consciousness, pushing the boundaries of what we consider possible. The calm cosmos, in its silent nightly embrace, invites us to ponder these profound questions about the nature of consciousness. It reminds us that the human mind is a universe unto itself, capable of creating and experiencing realities far stranger and more complex than our waking lives might suggest. The exploration of these altered states of awareness deepens our appreciation for the intricate workings of the brain and the boundless potential of the human spirit to explore the inner cosmos. Within the vast landscape of dreams, there exist darker, more unsettling territories, nightmares and night terrors. While both are sleep disturbances that can evoke fear and distress, they are distinct phenomena with different physiological and psychological underpinnings, offering unique insights into the brain's nocturnal workings. Nightmares are vivid, disturbing dreams that typically occur during REM sleep. They are characterized by intense feelings of fear, anxiety, or terror, often involving threats to safety or survival. Upon waking from a nightmare, individuals usually remember the dream content in detail and can often recall the specific narrative that caused their distress. The physiological response during a nightmare, such as increased heart rate and breathing, is consistent with the emotional content of the dream. Nightmares are common, especially in children, and can be triggered by various factors, including stress, anxiety, trauma, certain medications, or even late-night meals. While occasional nightmares are a normal part of the human experience, recurrent nightmares can significantly impact sleep quality and daytime functioning, sometimes indicating underlying psychological distress or post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. In contrast, night terrors, also known as sleep terrors, are far more dramatic and frightening, but the individual experiencing them typically has no memory of the event upon waking. Night terrors occur during deep, non-rapid eye movement sleep, usually in the first third of the night. A person experiencing a night terror may suddenly sit upright in bed, scream, thrash, or appear to be in a state of intense panic, with eyes wide open but unresponsive to external stimuli. Their heart rate and breathing will be extremely rapid, and they may sweat profusely. Despite the outward appearance of extreme distress, the individual is not truly awake and is very difficult to rouse. If awakened, they are often confused and disoriented with no recollection of what happened. Night terrors are more common in children, often resolving as the nervous system matures, but they can occur in adults as well. They are thought to be a disorder of arousal, where the brain gets stuck between sleep stages, leading to a sudden intense burst of fear without a corresponding dream narrative. The distinction between nightmares and night terrors highlights the different roles of REM and NREM sleep in processing fear and distress. Nightmares, occurring in REM, are often seen as the brain's attempt to process and integrate emotional experiences, albeit in a distressing way. Night terrors, rooted in deep NREM sleep, appear to be a more physiological phenomenon, a sudden uncontrolled activation of the fear response without the narrative context of a dream. Understanding these differences is crucial for effective management. For nightmares, strategies often involve stress reduction, cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT for trauma, or medication in severe cases. For night terrors, ensuring a safe sleep environment and addressing underlying sleep deprivation or stress are often key, as the individual is not consciously experiencing the fear. The calm cosmos, in its silent nightly embrace, reveals these darker facets of our slumber, reminding us that the sleeping mind is a complex and sometimes turbulent landscape. The exploration of nightmares and night terrors deepens our understanding of the brain's intricate mechanisms for processing fear and emotion, even in the depths of unconsciousness, urging us to seek peace and tranquility in the profound mysteries of the night. Our emotional landscape, a vibrant tapestry of feelings that colour our waking lives, is profoundly shaped and regulated by the quality of our sleep. It is during our nightly slumber that the brain engages in crucial emotional processing, helping us to navigate the complexities of our inner world and maintain psychological resilience. One of the most significant ways sleep impacts emotion is through its influence on the amygdala, the brain region often referred to as the emotional center. When we are sleep deprived, the amygdala becomes hyperactive, leading to heightened emotional reactivity. Small stresses can feel overwhelming, and our ability to regulate our responses to emotionally charged situations is significantly impaired. This can manifest as increased irritability, anxiety, frustration, and a reduced capacity for empathy. REM sleep, in particular, appears to play a critical role in emotional processing. During REM, the brain areas associated with emotion, such as the amygdala and hippocampus, are highly active, while the prefrontal cortex, responsible for logical reasoning and executive control, is less active. This unique brain state allows for a kind of emotional reevaluation, where distressing memories or experiences can be processed in a safe, simulated environment, often reducing their emotional intensity over time. It's as if the brain is performing a nightly therapy session, diffusing the emotional charge of the day's events. This emotional processing during REM sleep is thought to be crucial for mental well-being. Individuals who experience chronic sleep deprivation often struggle with emotional dysregulation, finding it harder to manage their moods and cope with stress. This can contribute to the development or exacerbation of mood disorders such as depression and anxiety. Conversely, adequate sleep is associated with greater emotional stability, improved mood, and enhanced resilience in the face of life's challenges. Sleep also influences our ability to recognize and respond to the emotions of others. When sleep deprived, our capacity to accurately interpret facial expressions and social cues diminishes, making social interactions more challenging. This can lead to misunderstandings, increased conflict, and a sense of social isolation. The calm cosmos, in its silent nightly embrace, offers a vital period for the brain to fine-tune its emotional intelligence, fostering greater empathy and more harmonious relationships. Furthermore, the interplay between sleep and stress hormones is critical. Chronic sleep deprivation elevates cortisol levels, keeping the body in a state of heightened physiological arousal. This sustained stress response can further exacerbate emotional distress, creating a vicious cycle where stress disrupts sleep and disrupted sleep increases stress. Restorative sleep helps to regulate the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal (HPA) axis, the body's central stress response system, bringing cortisol levels back into balance. The calm cosmos, in its silent nightly embrace, orchestrates this delicate dance of emotions within our minds, ensuring that we're not only physically restored but also emotionally resilient. It reminds us that nurturing our sleep is a profound act of self-care, a nightly commitment to emotional well-being that allows us to navigate the complexities of the waking world with greater clarity, compassion, and inner peace. The profound immersion we experience in dreams, where the bizarre can feel utterly real, compels us to confront deep philosophical questions about the nature of reality itself. If our dreams can be so vivid, so emotionally charged, and so seemingly coherent, how can we truly distinguish them from our waking experiences? This ancient philosophical problem, often termed the dream argument, has puzzled thinkers for millennia. From Plato's allegory of the cave to Descartes' evil demon, the idea that our perceived reality might be an elaborate illusion, a grand dream, has been a recurring theme in philosophical thought. Descartes, in his meditations, famously questioned whether he could ever be certain that he was not dreaming, given the vividness and apparent consistency of his dream experiences. This radical doubt led him to his foundational assertion, "I think, therefore I am," suggesting that even if all sensory experience were a dream, the act of doubting itself proved his existence as a thinking being. This philosophical challenge is not merely an intellectual exercise, it touches upon our fundamental sense of what is real and what is not. If the brain can construct such elaborate and convincing realities during sleep, what does that say about the construction of our waking reality? Is our waking perception also a highly refined, consensus-driven hallucination, a shared dream that we collectively agree upon? Furthermore, the dream world often defies the laws of physics and logic that govern our waking lives. We can fly, breathe underwater, meet deceased loved ones, or experience impossible transformations. This fluidity and unconstrained nature of dream reality suggests that our minds possess an extraordinary capacity for creation, building entire worlds from the raw material of memory, emotion, and imagination. This raises the question, if our minds are capable of such profound world-building during sleep, what are the true limits of our creative and perceptual abilities in wakefulness? The concept of lucid dreaming adds another layer of complexity to this philosophical inquiry. When a dreamer becomes aware that they are dreaming, and can even control the dream narrative, it blurs the lines between subjective experience and objective reality. In a lucid dream, the dreamer is both the participant and the director, the experiencer and the creator. This unique state challenges the traditional dichotomy between the inner world of thought and the outer world of perception, suggesting a more fluid and interconnected relationship. Some philosophical traditions, particularly in Eastern thought, embrace the idea that all of existence is a form of dream or illusion, a maya. In these views, the waking world is no more real than the dream world, and true liberation comes from recognizing the illusory nature of both. This perspective encourages a detachment from worldly attachments and a focus on a deeper underlying reality that transcends all forms of perception. The calm cosmos, in its silent nightly embrace, invites us to ponder these profound philosophical questions about the nature of reality and the dream state. It reminds us that the boundaries between what is real and what is imagined are often more permeable than we assume. The exploration of dream reality deepens our appreciation for the intricate workings of the human mind and its boundless capacity to create, perceive, and interpret existence, even when the world outside is still. The field of sleep research is a rapidly evolving frontier, continuously unveiling new insights into the profound complexities of our nightly slumber. As technology advances and our understanding of the brain deepens, the future promises even more revolutionary discoveries that will reshape our approach to sleep, dreams, and overall well-being. One of the most exciting areas of future research lies in personalized sleep medicine. Just as precision medicine tailors treatments to individual genetic and biological profiles, personalized sleep approaches will move beyond one-size-fits-all recommendations. Researchers are exploring how genetic variations, microbiome composition, and individual circadian rhythms influence sleep patterns and susceptibility to sleep disorders. This could lead to highly customized interventions, from dietary recommendations to light therapy protocols, optimized for each person's unique sleep needs. Neurotechnology is another promising avenue. Wearable devices are already providing unprecedented data on sleep patterns, but future innovations could include non-invasive brain stimulation techniques, such as transcranial magnetic stimulation, TMS, or transcranial direct current stimulation, TDCS, to enhance specific sleep stages, improve memory consolidation, or even facilitate lucid dreaming. Imagine devices that could gently guide your brain into deeper, more restorative sleep, or help you unlock the creative potential of your dreams. The role of the gut microbiome in sleep regulation is also gaining significant attention. Emerging research suggests a bidirectional relationship between gut health and sleep quality. The trillions of microorganisms in our gut produce neurotransmitters and other compounds that can influence brain function and sleep-wake cycles. Future studies will likely explore how dietary interventions, probiotics, and prebiotics can be leveraged to optimize gut health and consequently improve sleep. Furthermore, the study of dreams is poised for significant advancements. While dream content remains largely subjective, neuroimaging techniques are becoming increasingly sophisticated allowing researchers to observe brain activity during dreaming with greater precision. This could lead to a better understanding of how dreams are generated, their neural correlates, and their precise functions in memory, emotion, and creativity. The possibility of decoding dream content, or even interacting with dreams in real time, while still largely speculative, is a tantalizing prospect. The intersection of sleep research with artificial intelligence and big data analytics will also be transformative. By analyzing vast datasets of sleep patterns, health records, and lifestyle factors, AI algorithms could identify subtle correlations and predictive markers for sleep disorders, enabling earlier diagnosis and more effective interventions. This could revolutionize public health approaches to sleep, moving from reactive treatment to proactive prevention. Finally, the growing recognition of sleep as a public health priority will drive greater investment in sleep education and awareness campaigns. As more people understand the profound impact of sleep on every aspect of their lives, there will be a greater societal shift towards prioritizing rest and creating environments that support healthy sleep habits. The calm cosmos, in its silent nightly embrace, continues to inspire this relentless pursuit of knowledge. It reminds us that understanding sleep is not just about improving our nights, but about enhancing our waking lives, our health, and our potential for human flourishing. The future of sleep research promises to illuminate even more deeply the science behind the night, bringing us closer to a holistic understanding of our own biological rhythms and the profound wisdom embedded within our nightly journey of slumber. Beyond the individual, sleep and dreams weave themselves into the very fabric of society and culture, influencing everything from economic productivity to artistic expression. The collective sleep patterns of a population can reveal much about its values, pressures, and overall well-being, highlighting sleep not just as a personal biological need, but as a critical societal concern. Historically, societal attitudes towards sleep have varied. In pre-industrial societies, a biphasic sleep pattern, involving a first sleep and a second sleep separated by a period of wakefulness, was common. This natural rhythm was often dictated by the absence of artificial light and the demands of agricultural life. The advent of artificial lighting and the Industrial Revolution, however, pushed humanity towards a monophasic sleep pattern, emphasizing continuous consolidated sleep to maximize daytime productivity. This shift, while enabling economic growth, also introduced new pressures and potential sleep deficits. In modern industrial and post-industrial societies, sleep is often viewed as a luxury or even a weakness, with long working hours and constant connectivity celebrated as signs of dedication and success. This cultural narrative, often termed sleep shaming, contributes to a widespread sleep deprivation epidemic with significant economic and public health consequences. Reduced productivity, increased healthcare costs, and a higher incidence of accidents are all direct results of a sleep-deprived workforce. However, there is a growing recognition of the importance of sleep at a societal level. Public health campaigns are increasingly emphasizing sleep hygiene, and workplaces are beginning to explore policies that support better sleep for their employees. The economic benefits of adequate sleep, in terms of increased productivity, reduced absenteeism, and improved safety, are becoming increasingly clear, prompting a shift towards a more sleep-friendly culture. Dreams, too, have played a significant role in shaping cultures and societies. From ancient prophecies that guided kings to artistic movements inspired by surreal dreamscapes, dreams have served as a wellspring of creativity, innovation, and spiritual insight. Myths, legends, and religious texts across the globe are replete with dream narratives, underscoring their universal significance in the human experience. Dreams have been used for divination, healing, and as a means of connecting with the divine or the collective unconscious. In contemporary society, the cultural fascination with dreams continues, albeit often through different lenses. Popular culture, from movies to video games, frequently explores dream themes, reflecting our enduring curiosity about the subconscious mind. The rise of dream journaling, lucid dreaming communities, and online dream interpretation resources indicates a continued human desire to understand and harness the power of our nightly visions. The calm cosmos, in its silent nightly embrace, reflects the collective rhythm of humanity's slumber. It reminds us that sleep is not just an individual journey, but a shared human experience, deeply intertwined with our cultural values societal structures, and collective well-being. By fostering a culture that values and prioritizes sleep, we not only enhance individual health, but also strengthen the very fabric of our communities, allowing for greater creativity, productivity, and overall human flourishing. The exploration of sleep and dreams, therefore, extends beyond the personal, inviting us to consider their profound impact on the grand tapestry of human civilization. Beyond the scientific and cultural lenses, sleep and dreams have always held a profound philosophical and spiritual significance, inviting humanity to ponder the deeper mysteries of existence, consciousness, and our connection to the universe. In many traditions, the act of sleeping is seen not merely as a physical necessity, but as a sacred journey, a temporary dissolution of the ego, and a gateway to higher states of awareness. From ancient shamanic practices to modern contemplative traditions, dreams have been regarded as a direct conduit to the spiritual realm, a space where the boundaries between the self and the cosmos dissolve. Shamans often enter altered states of consciousness, sometimes through dreamlike trances, to communicate with spirits, gain insights, and bring healing to their communities. In these contexts, dreams are not random neural firings, but purposeful messages, symbolic narratives that guide and inform the waking life. Many spiritual philosophies emphasize the idea that our waking reality is but one layer of existence, and that dreams offer a glimpse into other dimensions or a more fundamental truth. The concept of Maya in Hindu philosophy, for instance, suggests that the material world we perceive is an illusion, a grand dream woven by the divine. In this view, dreams within dreams can serve as a metaphor for the layers of illusion that obscure ultimate reality, and the path to enlightenment involves waking up from this cosmic dream. In some mystical traditions, the state of deep, dreamless sleep is considered a state of pure consciousness, a temporary return to the source of all being. In this profound stillness, the individual ego dissolves, and there is a direct experience of unity with the divine or the universal consciousness. This perspective elevates sleep from a mere biological function to a spiritual practice, a nightly opportunity for transcendence and communion. The philosophical implications of dreams also extend to the nature of self and identity. If, in dreams, we can inhabit different bodies, experience impossible scenarios, and defy the laws of physics, what does this say about the fluidity and multiplicity of our own being? Dreams can challenge our fixed notions of who we are, revealing hidden aspects of our personality, unresolved conflicts, and untapped potentials. They suggest that the self is not a static entity, but a dynamic, ever-evolving narrative, constantly being reshaped by our experiences both waking and dreaming. Furthermore, the shared archetypes and symbols that appear in dreams across cultures, as proposed by Carl Jung, point towards a collective unconscious, a universal reservoir of human experience and wisdom. This suggests that our individual dreams are not entirely isolated, but are connected to a deeper transpersonal layer of reality, echoing the fundamental patterns and themes of humanity. This connection can foster a sense of unity and belonging, reminding us that we are part of a larger cosmic tapestry. The calm cosmos, in its silent, nightly embrace, invites us to ponder these profound philosophical and spiritual dimensions of sleep and dreams. It reminds us that the journey into the night is not just a scientific exploration, but a sacred pilgrimage into the depth of our own being and our connection to the boundless universe. The exploration of these ideas deepens our appreciation for the multifaceted nature of human experience, urging us to find meaning and wisdom not only in the light of day, but also in the profound mysteries of the night. The burgeoning field of sleep science is not merely an academic pursuit. Its insights are increasingly being translated into practical applications that can profoundly improve individual and public health. From optimizing athletic performance to enhancing cognitive function and managing chronic diseases, the principles derived from sleep research are revolutionizing how we approach well-being. One of the most direct applications is in the development of effective treatments for sleep disorders. For insomnia, cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, CBTI, has emerged as a highly effective non-pharmacological approach. CBTI addresses the thoughts and behaviors that interfere with sleep, helping individuals to re-establish healthy sleep patterns. For sleep apnea, continuous positive airway pressure, CPAP machines, provide a life-changing solution, ensuring open airways and restorative sleep. Advances in pharmacology also offer targeted medications for various sleep conditions, though often as a last resort. In the realm of public health, sleep science is informing campaigns to raise awareness about the importance of sleep hygiene. Educational initiatives are teaching individuals about the impact of light exposure, consistent sleep schedules, and creating conducive sleep environments. These efforts aim to shift societal attitudes towards sleep, recognizing it as a fundamental pillar of health, alongside diet and exercise. The workplace is another area where sleep science is making significant inroads. Companies are increasingly recognizing the economic benefits of a well-rested workforce, including increased productivity, reduced errors, and fewer accidents. This has led to the implementation of policies that support healthy sleep, such as flexible work hours, napping pods, and educational programs on managing shift work. The understanding of circadian rhythms is particularly crucial for professions involving irregular hours, like healthcare, transportation, and emergency services, where optimizing schedules can save lives. In sports, sleep is now considered a critical component of training and recovery. Elite athletes and sports teams are incorporating sleep coaches, sophisticated sleep tracking technologies, and personalized sleep strategies to enhance performance, accelerate recovery, and reduce injury risk. The scientific understanding of sleep stages, hormonal release during sleep, and the brain's restorative processes is directly applied to help athletes reach their peak potential. Beyond these, sleep science is contributing to advancements in technology. Wearable devices that track sleep patterns, smart mattresses that adjust to optimize sleep conditions, and apps that guide meditation or provide soothing soundscapes are becoming increasingly sophisticated. These tools, when used mindfully, can empower individuals to better understand and manage their sleep, providing valuable data for personalized interventions. Furthermore, the insights from sleep research are informing our understanding of neurodegenerative diseases. The discovery of the glymphatic system and its role in clearing amyloid beta proteins during sleep has opened new avenues for research into preventing and treating conditions like Alzheimer's. This highlights the long-term protective benefits of prioritizing sleep throughout life. The calm cosmos, in its silent nightly embrace, provides the ultimate laboratory for understanding the profound science of sleep. It reminds us that the knowledge gained from this exploration is not just for intellectual curiosity, but has tangible, life-changing applications. By embracing the wisdom of sleep science, we can unlock a deeper level of well-being, allowing our bodies and minds to thrive in the waking world, supported by the profound restoration of the night. The field of sleep and dream research is a dynamic and rapidly expanding frontier, continuously pushing the boundaries of our understanding of the brain, consciousness, and human well-being. As technology advances and interdisciplinary collaborations deepen, the future promises even more revolutionary discoveries that will reshape our approach to nightly slumber. One of the most exciting avenues of future research lies in advanced neuroimaging techniques. Tools like fMRI, EEG, and MEG are becoming increasingly sophisticated, allowing scientists to observe brain activity during sleep with unprecedented resolution. This will enable a more precise mapping of neural circuits involved in sleep stages, memory consolidation, and dream generation. Imagine being able to pinpoint the exact brain regions responsible for a particular dream emotion or a specific memory replay, offering unparalleled insights into the sleeping mind. Genomics and proteomics are also poised to revolutionize sleep science. Researchers are actively identifying genetic markers associated with various sleep disorders, individual sleep needs, and even dream characteristics. Understanding these genetic predispositions could lead to highly personalized interventions, from tailored dietary recommendations to gene therapies, designed to optimize sleep based on an individual's unique biological blueprint. The study of proteins involved in sleep regulation, neurotransmitter synthesis, and waste clearance will also unlock new therapeutic targets. The role of the gut microbiome in sleep regulation is another area of intense and growing interest. Emerging evidence suggests a complex bidirectional communication between the gut and the brain, often referred to as the gut-brain axis. The trillions of microorganisms residing in our gut produce a vast array of neuroactive compounds that can influence mood, stress, and sleep-wake cycles. Future research will likely explore how specific microbial communities impact sleep quality and how dietary interventions, Probiotics and prebiotics can be leveraged to optimize gut health and, consequently, improve sleep. Artificial intelligence and machine learning are becoming indispensable tools in sleep research. By analyzing vast datasets of sleep patterns, physiological signals, and behavioral data, AI algorithms can identify subtle correlations, predict sleep disorders, and even develop personalized sleep recommendations. Machine learning models could potentially decode dream content by analyzing brain activity patterns, offering a glimpse into the subjective world of dreams in a way never before possible. This could move dream interpretation from a largely qualitative art to a more data-driven science. Furthermore, the development of non-invasive brain stimulation techniques, such as transcranial alternating current stimulation, TACS, or targeted acoustic stimulation, holds promise for enhancing specific sleep stages. Imagine devices that could gently guide your brain into deeper slow-wave sleep to boost memory consolidation, or prolong REM sleep to foster creativity. These technologies could offer novel therapeutic avenues for sleep disorders and cognitive enhancement. The exploration of consciousness during sleep, particularly lucid dreaming, will continue to be a fascinating area. As our understanding of brain states during lucidity deepens, researchers may uncover mechanisms that allow for greater conscious control within dreams, potentially leading to new forms of therapy for PTSD, anxiety, or even skill acquisition. The ability to interact with the dream world in a controlled manner could unlock unprecedented opportunities for self-exploration and personal growth. Finally, the integration of sleep science with other fields, such as chronobiology, environmental science, and urban planning, will lead to more holistic approaches to public health. Designing cities with optimal light exposure, creating sleep-friendly workplaces, and developing educational programs that emphasize the profound importance of sleep will be crucial for addressing the global sleep crisis. The calm cosmos, in its silent, nightly embrace, continues to inspire this relentless pursuit of knowledge. It reminds us that understanding sleep is not just about improving our nights, but about enhancing our waking lives, our health, and our potential for human flourishing. The future of sleep research promises to illuminate even more deeply the science behind the night, bringing us closer to a holistic understanding of our own biological rhythms and the profound wisdom embedded within our nightly journey of slumber. Beyond the scientific and cultural lenses, sleep and dreams have always held a profound philosophical and spiritual significance, inviting humanity to ponder the deeper mysteries of existence, consciousness, and our connection to the universe. In many traditions, the act of sleeping is seen not merely as a physical necessity, but as a sacred journey, a temporary dissolution of the ego, and a gateway to higher states of awareness. From ancient shamanic practices to modern contemplative traditions, dreams have been regarded as a direct conduit to the spiritual realm, a space where the boundaries between the self and the cosmos dissolve. Shamans often enter altered states of consciousness, sometimes through dreamlike trances, to communicate with spirits, gain insights, and bring healing to their communities. In these contexts, dreams are not random neural firings, but purposeful messages, symbolic narratives that guide and inform the waking life. Many spiritual philosophies emphasize the idea that our waking reality is but one layer of existence, and that dreams offer a glimpse into other dimensions or a more fundamental truth. The concept of Maya in Hindu philosophy, for instance, suggests that the material world we perceive is an illusion, a grand dream woven by the divine. In this view, dreams within dreams can serve as a metaphor for the layers of illusion that obscure ultimate reality, and the path to enlightenment involves waking up from this cosmic dream. In some mystical traditions, the state of deep, dreamless sleep is considered a state of pure consciousness, a temporary return to the source of all being. In this profound stillness, the individual ego dissolves, and there is a direct experience of unity with the divine or the universal consciousness. This perspective elevates sleep from a mere biological function to a spiritual practice, a nightly opportunity for transcendence and communion. The philosophical implications of dreams also extend to the nature of self and identity. If, in dreams, we can inhabit different bodies, experience impossible scenarios, and defy the laws of physics, what does this say about the fluidity and multiplicity of our own being? Dreams can challenge our fixed notions of who we are, revealing hidden aspects of our personality, unresolved conflicts, and untapped potentials. They suggest that the self is not a static entity but a dynamic, ever-evolving narrative, constantly being reshaped by our experiences, both waking and dreaming. Furthermore, the shared archetypes and symbols that appear in dreams across cultures, as proposed by Carl Jung, point towards a collective unconscious, a universal reservoir of human experience and wisdom. This suggests that our individual dreams are not entirely isolated but are connected to a deeper transpersonal layer of reality, echoing the fundamental patterns and themes of humanity. This connection can foster a sense of unity and belonging, reminding us that we are part of a larger cosmic tapestry. The calm cosmos, in its silent nightly embrace, invites us to ponder these profound philosophical and spiritual dimensions of sleep and dreams. It reminds us that the journey into the night is not just a scientific exploration, but a sacred pilgrimage into the depths of our own being and our connection to the boundless universe. The exploration of these ideas deepens our appreciation for the multifaceted nature of human experience, urging us to find meaning and wisdom not only in the light of day, but also in the profound mysteries of the night. The intricate connection between sleep and mental health is undeniable, forming a foundational pillar for emotional stability, cognitive sharpness, and overall psychological well-being. When sleep is disrupted, the delicate balance of our minds can quickly unravel, leading to a cascade of negative effects that impact every aspect of our waking lives. One of the most immediate consequences of insufficient sleep is its impact on mood. Sleep deprivation often leads to increased irritability, heightened emotional reactivity, and a reduced ability to cope with stress. Even a single night of poor sleep can make us feel more anxious, sad, or frustrated. Chronic sleep problems are strongly linked to a higher risk of developing mood disorders such as depression and anxiety. The brain regions responsible for emotional regulation, particularly the prefrontal cortex and the amygdala, are highly sensitive to sleep deprivation, leading to an imbalance that can make it difficult to manage emotions effectively. Cognitive performance is also profoundly affected by sleep. Our ability to focus, concentrate, and pay attention diminishes significantly when we are sleep deprived. This makes it harder to learn new information, solve problems, and make sound decisions. Memory consolidation, the process by which new memories are transferred from short-term to long-term storage, is particularly active during sleep, especially during slow-wave and REM sleep. Without adequate sleep, our capacity to retain and recall information is severely impaired, impacting academic performance, work productivity, and daily functioning. Beyond basic cognitive functions, sleep plays a crucial role in creativity and problem-solving. During REM sleep, the brain makes novel connections between seemingly unrelated ideas, fostering insights and innovative solutions. Many creative individuals report experiencing breakthroughs or gaining new perspectives on challenges after a good night's sleep, suggesting that the sleeping brain is actively engaged in complex cognitive processing that is distinct from waking thought. Decision-making and risk assessment are also compromised by sleep deprivation. When tired, individuals tend to be more impulsive, take greater risks, and make poorer judgments. This has significant implications not only for personal safety, but also for professions that require high-stakes decision-making, such as healthcare, transportation, and finance. The calm cosmos, in its silent nightly embrace, offers a vital period for the brain to reset and optimize its cognitive machinery, ensuring clarity of thought and sound judgment. Furthermore, sleep is essential for maintaining social and emotional intelligence. When we are well rested, we are better able to read social cues, empathize with others, and regulate our own emotional responses in social interactions. Sleep deprivation can lead to social withdrawal, increased conflict, and a diminished capacity for healthy relationships. The brain's ability to process and understand complex social information is highly dependent on adequate sleep. The intricate dance between sleep and mental well-being underscores the importance of prioritizing restful nights. Just as we nourish our bodies with food and water, we must nourish our minds with sufficient sleep. The calm cosmos, in its silent nightly embrace, provides the sanctuary our minds need to restore balance, sharpen intellect, and cultivate emotional resilience, reminding us that true mental clarity begins with the profound peace of slumber. Understanding the science behind sleep and dreams is the first step. The next is to translate this knowledge into actionable strategies that can enhance our nightly rest. In a world often characterized by sleep deprivation, cultivating healthy sleep habits is not just a recommendation, but a vital investment in our physical, mental, and emotional well-being. One of the most fundamental principles of good sleep hygiene is consistency. Going to bed and waking up at roughly the same time each day, even on weekends, helps to regulate our circadian rhythm, our body's natural sleep-wake cycle. This consistency reinforces the internal clock, making it easier to fall asleep and wake up naturally. Creating an optimal sleep environment is equally crucial. Our bedrooms should be sanctuaries for sleep, dark, quiet, and cool. Darkness signals to the brain that it's time to produce melatonin, the sleep-inducing hormone. Blackout curtains or eye masks can be highly effective. Minimizing noise, whether from outside or within the home, can prevent sleep disruptions. A cool room temperature, typically between 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 to 19 degrees Celsius, is ideal for promoting sleep, as our body temperature naturally drops during slumber. Limiting exposure to blue light in the hours leading up to bedtime is another critical step. The blue light emitted by smartphones, tablets, computers, and LED screens can suppress melatonin production, delaying sleep onset. Aim to power down electronic devices at least an hour before bed, or use blue light filters if screen time is unavoidable. Instead, engage in relaxing activities like reading a physical book, listening to calming music, or practicing gentle stretching. Our daily habits also significantly impact our sleep. Regular physical activity, particularly aerobic exercise, can profoundly improve sleep quality. However, timing is key. Vigorous exercise too close to bedtime can be stimulating. Aim to complete your workouts at least a few hours before sleep, allowing your body to wind down. Similarly, mindful dietary choices can support sleep. Avoiding heavy meals, excessive caffeine, and alcohol close to bedtime can prevent digestive discomfort and sleep fragmentation. Opt for lighter, easily digestible snacks if hunger strikes. Managing stress and anxiety is paramount for restful sleep. Chronic stress keeps the body in a state of heightened arousal, making it difficult to relax and fall asleep. Incorporating stress-reducing practices into your daily routine, such as meditation, deep breathing exercises, yoga, or journaling, can help calm the nervous system and prepare the mind for sleep. If racing thoughts keep you awake, try a brain dump by writing down your worries before bed. For those struggling with persistent sleep problems, seeking professional help is essential. Sleep disorders like insomnia, sleep apnea, and restless leg syndrome are medical conditions that require diagnosis and treatment. A sleep specialist can provide tailored interventions, from cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, CBTI, to medical devices or medications, helping to restore healthy sleep patterns. Finally, cultivating a positive mindset towards sleep can make a significant difference. Viewing sleep not as a luxury or a waste of time, but as a vital, productive activity essential for health and well-being, can motivate us to prioritize it. The calm cosmos, in its silent nightly embrace, offers a profound invitation to surrender to its rhythm. By consciously adopting these practices, we can unlock the full restorative power of the night, allowing our bodies and minds to thrive in the waking world, supported by the profound peace of slumber. As we bring this exploration of sleep and dreams to a close, we are reminded that the night is not an empty void, but a vibrant, active realm essential for our very existence. From the intricate dance of neurons and neurotransmitters to the profound philosophical questions about consciousness and reality, sleep and dreams offer a boundless universe of discovery. May your nights be filled with restorative peace and your dreams with profound insights as you continue your journey through the calm cosmos.